Hi, this is David with the Tango Tribe Studio, and I have brief descriptions of a few exercises that will help us warm up and explore the function of the hip rotator muscles. The external muscles that are responsible for turning the femur and the foot laterally away from our center line, and the internal muscles responsible for turning the femur and the foot medially in towards our center line. We'll begin in a position with the heels tightly together and the feet comfortably turned out. We can even use this as a static isometric exercise where we attempt to push the feet apart from each other, push the toes apart, and then we can reverse that and attempt to push the heels apart. Then I like to start off with a little exercise that helps organize the posture with the bones stacked over each other. So in that beginning position, we'll raise up slightly on the heels and then drop down in a double bounce. That has the effect of waking up the neurophysiology. In fact, it's also good if someone has a sense of being out of balance, and gives us a good sense of the bone stacking. Then we will do heel raises up on the toes where we attempt to be as vertical as possible. Heels pressed tightly together will help stabilize the body, and then we want the pressure to the inside of the feet. And as we lower, we want to try to keep the head as much as possible where it was, the idea of lengthening the torso as we come down. And we would repeat that a number of times. Then we go to the twist with the feet at a comfortable position underneath the hip bone. We will twist both feet while we keep everything else as it was in a nice posture. After a bit of warm up that way, then we will put as much of our weight as we can over one foot with the other foot out to the side just for stability and balance. And then we will work the hip rotators, both internal and external of that hip. And then we will change and do the other leg. And now we will stabilize our upper body by placing the hands lightly on the sternum to keep them in a stable position. Our heels are fixed on the floor, and then we rotate the hips. Then, with our hands lightly touching our tummy underneath the belly button, we will rotate the torso, keeping our chin over the sternum so that we face in the same direction as our upper body. Then finally, we actually put this into practice. When we are doing a front pivot, as in forward ochos, we will be turning to the outside towards our leg, and so we will be externally rotating the standing foot, the one that we were pivoting on, and as my other foot comes up beside it, I will use the heel of the standing foot to push the other side of my body around my axis leg. So taking a step, These exercises have the benefit of for beginning students, the idea that it is when we come into collection that we do the pivot. Of course, realizing that there may be occasions when we do pivoting without that. So we will do that on both sides to the front. Now, when we're going backwards, we are rotating internally. And so we will use the heel of the free leg as it comes past to push against the leg, against the standing leg. We take a step back, 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 and pivot, back, and pivot. And of course, we repeat on both sides, both front and back directions. Thank you.